Hi there, it's Niro Pensioner here. I just wanted to do a quick video about utility mode in the e-Niro and the other cars that share that platform, the Kona and so on. I've been left with my wife's little dog, who you might be able to see just behind me. He's a wee dachshund and he suffers from separation anxiety. He doesn't like to be left on his own. So I tend to want to take him everywhere with me. Keeps him happy, and he's company. But obviously, as the weather gets warmer, that's an issue. But the utility mode in the e-Niro and its sister cars can be used pretty much like the dog mode in a Tesla. And I've watched a few videos about it, and there's been sort of varied information, people expressing problems with it and so on. But I've used it a couple of days, which were actually quite warm, and I had to go somewhere where I couldn't take the dog indoors with me, so I had to leave him in the car. He actually likes that. He settles really well in the car, much better than if he's left at home. So anyway, I've used it and it's worked absolutely fine, and I just thought I'd show you how it operates, but also and explain the reason for it. For utility mode is what utility mode allows you to do is, well, two things really: lock the car so that obviously your animal is safe in the car, but it also when the car is in utility mode, the ancillaries work, i.e. the air conditioning, which you might want in the summer to keep the interior of the car cool for a dog, or indeed the heating in the winter. But the main thing about the use of those is that they use the main car battery, not the 12-volt battery as they normally would. So you don't flatten the 12-volt battery. You don't deplete 12-volt battery. You're just using the main car battery, and just using the aircon or whatever. That would last a long time. I mean, people use it for camping, and they can run air conditioning or heating indeed overnight in the car on the main battery without depleting it too much. Having said that, I'll now show you how it works. So here I am in the car, and I'll just let you have a quick look. You can see just what it's like out there today. Pretty awful. So now, how do we use utility mode? So to begin with, we're going to use these. Now, I don't think I'm going to manage to get everything in focus at once. No, I'm not. We're going to use these menu buttons on the steering wheel here, and these change, as I'm sure you'll know, the pages, menu pages on the display there. So we will press the pages button till we get to user settings. There we go. And now this button, which you can go up to go up on the menu, down to go down in the menu, and press to select something. So we're going to go down, so this is click like that, until we get to convenience. And then we're going to press, okay, so just straight press. There we go. And you'll see the utility mode is there and it's highlighted now. So I'll just press OK again. Switch to utility mode. Yes. Utility mode now active. So we're in utility mode, and as I say, the main thing about that is that the ancillaries are working, but they're running off the main car battery rather than the 12-volt battery. So to use it as dog mode, we can go over here, and we see I've actually already got the climate on auto. I've got the temperature set, believe it or not, as low as it will go. If I press the climate button here, you'll be able to see. Yeah, it's 17 degrees is as low as it will go. But the outside temperature is in fact 15 degrees today, which is lovely. Yeah, so everything's on auto. So and I've also made sure that driver only is not selected, so that it gives more input to the car. The air conditioning will input more to the car on both sides to keep the temperature at whatever is selected. So if it was a hot day, you could now, safely go out. I mean, it wouldn't need to be as low as 17 degrees probably. You could have, in fact, if I put it up now, if I turn, wrong knob. If I turn that one up, you'll see it's actually put the heating on now. So in the winter, when it's very cold, you can keep your animals warm in the car too. But we'll go back. Let's go back to get the AC on. Right. So the aircon is now working, and it will stay working. When we leave the car, we can now go lock the car and leave it, and the air conditioner will stay on, keeping your animal cool in the car. So let's see how we now do that. This is the slightly tricky bit. It's different from usual, so I'll show you that next. This is the bit that you kind of have to remember, because it's quite different from normal. What we have to do is lock all of the doors. So that door is locked. That door is locked. The rear doors are all locked. Then open the driver's door to get out. Say hello to my little neighbours here. So the car's now doing a long beep to warn me that the key is not in the car, but that's fine. We don't want the key in the car. I want the key with me. Now I've come back indoors to do this bit because it's very windy outside, and when I tried recording outside, you couldn't really hear me on this thing, but also I couldn't really hold the camera and do the thing with the key fob at the same time. So I'm just gonna show you that. There's this little button on the key fob, and we press that and pull the key out, and we now have the key. And what we have to do is lock the door manually with the key. So we put the key in the lock and we turn anti-clockwise. I shall go out and demonstrate this to you. What I'm going to do is leave the key fob in here, and I'll explain why in a moment. So the driver's door is now locked. Back doors, passenger doors locked. Tailgate won't open. So little Wolfie, who you might have just heard barking there, would be quite safe in there. And if you can see, the aircon is still on, working away. We'd be keeping him cool if this was a hot day, which sadly it's not. Okay. So the car's now completely locked, and if Quiet Wolf was in there, he would be as safe as houses, both from being stolen and from overheating in a hot car. Now there is a contentious issue around this that I've seen on lots of videos, where people say the issue is that when you lock the car and leave it, the tailgate remains open. But in fact, it doesn't. If you try and open the doors, they won't open. The tailgate sensor, however, still works. So if you go to the tailgate and you have the fob with you, yeah, it'll open, absolutely. But anyone else trying to open it that doesn't have the fob No. So it's perfectly safe. So now to just get back to normal driving mode, all we have to do is go back to the car. We have to use the key again. The fob will not open the car. Use the key again. Turn it clockwise this time. Put it into lock, turn it clockwise. Get into the car, put the key back in the fob, and press the start button, which will stop the car. Press it again, which will restart the car, and you'll be back in driving mode again, utility mode switched off. So I hope that's helpful. It's certainly, I've found it useful these past few warm days when I've been out and had the wolf in the car. He's perfectly happy in there, you know, as I say, with his separation anxiety. He hates being left at home. I've got an indoor security camera and I can watch him and he gets really distressed, poor little thing. So it's much better. He's in the car, he just settles down, he curls up, he's got his little bed in the car, he curls up and he is as happy as Larry. So yeah, I hope that's useful to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.